I'm so excited. We have so much to talk about. But first, I want to ask you a question. Realignment, what does that word mean to you?
So, first of all, I'm so excited to be on here with you.
Yes.
But to answer your question, realignment to me means going back to the thing that you were destined to do. Realignment means going back to your purpose. It means going back to God's plan for your life. It means going back to the thing that He designed you for. And that's what realignment means to me, going back to the thing that you've been called to do.
Can you tell us of a time that you had to go back to what you were called to do in your own life?
Yes, I've had several mini encounters where I've pivoted or veered off track. And I could recall a time where when I first launched this movement, I was in that season of trying to figure out exactly what route I wanted to take, right? I thought it was just going to be a movement where girls were going to gather together, have a good time, have some mimosas, but throughout the course of my journey, God reminded me multiple times that you got to go deeper. Ooh. I've called you to snatch some people out of some things. I've called you to shift people into purpose. I've called you to be a midwife to help people birth their purpose. And I realized that I was going off on a tangent just a little bit, but when God reminded me that I needed to go back and realign with His plan for my life, I knew I had to go deeper.
Was it scary?
It was absolutely scary.
Yeah.
My focus was school, pursuing my master's degree, at some point opening up my wellness practice, which I was able to do, thank God. But I remember experiencing some crazy times during my last semester in my master's program. And during that time, I was like, okay, God, what are you trying to say? Because sometimes you have to sit still. When too many things are going bad at one time, I'm like, okay, turn down the noise, turn down the volume, shut in, and you need to find out what's going on.
That I think is the way to figure out if you are falling out of alignment.
Yes.
When things become a little chaotic and confusing.
Chaos, total chaos. And I think, but I know that God disrupted everything that I had going on, because for me, I was so consumed with school. That was my priority. And He's like, yes, this is your profession, but this is not your purpose. Whew. And I had to realize that you can be successful within your profession, but it doesn't negate the fact that you still have a purpose. For some, their purpose may coincide with their profession.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next topic, or my next subject with you: realignment, redefining, just doing everything in God's will. You have a conference coming up where women can sit, listen, learn, and reconnect.
Absolutely.
Tell me more about the conference.
With this conference, I want women to tap in to the thing that they feel led to do, right? Reimagine, realign, and redefine. There are so many of us that are sitting on gifts, skill sets, and talents that we're not leveraging, that we're not taking full advantage of, that we're not monetizing off of. And I want to remind some women, there are some things that you've been called to do that you haven't yet even put pen to paper and then put, from there, take it into action. And I just want to ignite women to understand that there's so much that you've been called to do. You just got to tap in.
You got to stir that belly again.
Yeah.
Got to stir that belly. So
Definitely.
when does this happen, this conference? And how can we get in touch with you about the Abundant Woman movement?
So the conference is happening in South Florida, in Miami, Florida to be exact, on Saturday, October 4th. It's going to be an all-day conference with a mixture of general sessions, some breakout sessions, and also we're going to have some keynote speakers involved, guest speakers, different panelists. We're going to be focusing on wellness because, huge part of me is being in the wellness industry. So we're going to be focusing on wellness and different things of that sort, and also having rooms where we can help women to reimagine what their future will look like when they partner with God.
I love it. I love it. What is your website? Do you have a website or Instagram?
Yes. So our website is www.theabundantwomanmovement.com, and then you can find us on all social media platforms at The Abundant Woman.
I love it. It's a place where you need to be, for sure. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Lamaya. I appreciate you.